a note that I sent him an email to thank him, but
oh, that's good.
Thank you on the internet, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, that paid my FRP payment. So
he's a sweet guy too. We need to find him a helpmeet.
Yeah. If I can ever get out of here, I'd like to help Mr. Bill Cullen. I would like to help him.
Rudy! Rudy! Guess what Rudy's doing? Oh, it smells like grass. Rudy!
What?
It's David.
Oh.
We talked to Cliven Bundy today, and he's reading all your information. But, you know, the Ninth Circuit, they're trying to go after him again. And
I know.
He's super busy, but he's reading your information, and he's finding it very interesting.
I have something to tell you that he wanted me to relay. He wanted me to relay something to you.
Here's my question to you real quick. Did you get Carol 3?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
The reason I'm asking is that's where I actually tell Bundy how to solve all of his problems. I didn't want to put Cliven on there because I thought the BOP might not send it. I'm having a hard time getting number 3 there.
I did get Carol 3. Yes, I did.
Okay, that means Guy got it too. Okay, good. That tells you how to do a deed poll in there. And I sent you some addendums there after. That's really good. I tried to call Bundy back, but I ran out of $3 calls, and I can't call him till the 16th unless he put. I've been praying for him, and I've been thinking about him. And go ahead and tell me what you were going to tell me.
Okay. Well, he said that his wife and him are listening to your stuff, and they're reading the emails because I forward them on. But he's got his hands full, and he spends all his day ranching, and he has limited time. So he also said that when he first talked to you, you were a stranger. When you were a stranger, he didn't really remember you. But he said now that he's done some more thinking about it, he remembers who you are now. So that's a good thing. So he said that he recollects, and remembers who you are. He also said that he wanted me to tell you that the newer parts of the territory of Nevada were part of Arizona, but they were transferred to Nevada after statehood. And he thought maybe you didn't know that or something. I'm not sure. I don't know if that makes any sense.
He's right, but he's wrong. He just needs to understand, if you're recording this, that the state of Arizona is no more a state than the state of Nevada. Those are subcorporations of the U.S., and the U.S. is not a republic. It is not the country the Founding Fathers created. Okay?
Okay.
So, nothing has changed. I stand on what I'm saying. We can do these deed polls, and
yeah, let me share this with you.
Okay.
Here's what he told me to relay to you. And I don't have no dog in this fight, and this ain't my expertise. I'm just a message.
I don't either, really. It's not my cattle ranch.
Right, but here's what he said. He said his argument could be boiled down to 15 seconds. He says, I graze my cattle only on Clark County land, and I have no contract with the federal government. Therefore, they have no jurisdiction. And then he went on a little bit to say about how all these school systems and other organizations sign contracts with the federal government, and that's how they bring them into federal court. But he hadn't signed no dang federal contract, so he don't think they have jurisdiction.
Right. But what you're missing, Rudy, is the fact that when I had this fight with them in the past, their response was, we can do whatever we want with land we own. Now, I told you we needed that Nolan brief. That Nolan brief won because I said, you don't own it. It's not yours. You don't own it. Go away. We don't need your management style. Go away. And they did. They surrendered.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, but I'm not trying to necessarily get him at the mercy of Clark County because they can be jackasses too.
Yeah.
But the point is, Clark County is not really a Republican form of government. It is not it's a fraud. But I agree with you. We don't need to recording this. I don't think we need to fight with both entities. What we need to do is do like those polygamists do up there. You got 1 foot in Arizona and you got 1 foot in Nevada. And when Arizona attacks, you step into Nevada. When Nevada attacks, you step into Arizona.
Yeah.
So
well,
you
okay.
understand what, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, you know, this is, you know, all this legal stuff is not my expertise. But let me ask you this, so I'm very clear.
Yeah.
So I am recording this, obviously, and usually I put our conversations out publicly because I want people to remember that you're in prison, and I want them to, you know, advocate for you and things like that. But this sounds like, you know, we're talking about legal, what's the word, legal strategies to go against the government, and I don't want the prosecutors to be able to use this against, you know. So I'm just hesitant to put this out publicly. I'll send it to him. I can send it to him.
I think that's fine, but I do think this conversation could go out in public because we're not really. I'm not talking to Bundy. He's not talking to me.
Okay.
And I'm just giving my opinion as. It has nothing to do with him. I'm just saying that, you know, you got two entities and they're both kind of in the wrong, but nobody really wants to address the real issue. Look, Rudy, I was the first person that ever had the courage to stand up for Doug Nolan and say, you don't own it. I mean, they come right back and said, we can do whatever we want with land we own. And I said, you don't own it.
Yeah.
Prove you own it.
Right.
And they can't prove they own it. And yes, I would like to see 1,000 other people go out there and claim some land as citizens of the Republic. I would like to see this because then we wouldn't be the Lone Ranger anymore.
Yeah.
Doug Nolan was a Lone Ranger. He died the Lone Ranger. They're not going to leave Bundy alone. I told you that in the past. They're going to keep right on picking on him.
Well, what he specifically said the prosecutors are doing are going to the Ninth Circuit and trying to appeal the judge's decision to dismiss the case so that the prosecutors can go forward with the same case. I thought it was a case of double jeopardy, but it's not. They're just trying to get the prosecutors, the judge's decision to dismiss appealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So they're not going to let him go, and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But see, the whole issue is they're saying that he's trespassing on their land. That's the issue.
Right.
See, the first thing you got to do when you have a fight is figure out what it is we're fighting over.
Yeah.
The BLM says it's our land, and Bundy's saying, no, it's Clark County's land. But he's trying to put one foot here and shift. He's trying, but I'm just saying that brief that I did for Nolan, they couldn't answer it because they don't own the land. And that's what Bundy is saying. He's saying, my deals with Clark.
This call is from a federal prison.
And my deals with Clark County go away.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
But I could have the same deal in San Bernardino. I could say, I'd like to go deed poll my whole 750,000 acres. That's bigger than his 600,000 acres. The only reason people claimed ranches this big in the past is because it takes 600,000 acres of desert to have enough grass to feed a few cows. And they had a thing called equal footing. Not equal footing. That's the wrong. Excuse me. Strike that. They had a thing called multiple use. In common law, if you claim a 600,000 acre cattle ranch, it's yours. Now, if I go out and claim a mining claim in the middle of that 600,000 acres, the mining claim is mine. In other words, you could have 10 different people using the land in 10 different ways, all overlapping on each other, and that is how it's done in the common law in a republic.
Yeah. Well, how do you get to your mining claim if there's no roads to it? I mean, how does all that work?
That's considered something you can claim too.
Oh, okay.
You put the road in your deed poll. Now, see, I filed a mill site in Vegas just so I could get easement to my land. I bought some land that was landlocked, and I couldn't get to it. And so I filed a mill site claim, and I was able to get myself the easement. And Clark County tried to stop me from putting the road in, but they couldn't. Had no jurisdiction. See?
Yeah.
So, and it was Doug Nolan that taught me to do that. But I was sincerely building a mill site because I wanted to help Doug process the ore. But they denied it wrongfully. And instead of continuing the fight at that point, I just said, well, I'm going to move to Idaho, go way out in the middle of nowhere, not bother anybody, and make my mineral waters and mind my own business. I quit doing talk shows, You can see how that worked out for me.
Yeah.
Once you're on their list, they're going to get you, and they're going to keep on coming. So at this point, if Mr. Bundy wants to have a surrender, he needs to make the argument that's on that Nolan brief. He's got no choice. It's either do that or just pack his bags. So if he doesn't need any luggage where he's going.
Yeah. Well, I hope I can't believe they ain't giving up, and I pray to God they don't try to go after him and put him and his family back in jail again. That would be absolutely insane.
No, I talked to Beth yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, she wrote an incredible letter, and she let me post it publicly. I should tell you that too. Did she tell you that?
No.
Yeah, it's in the mail to you. But she wrote an incredible letter to Trump and the pardon attorney for the executive administration, and it's all positive. And she said I could post it publicly, and I did.
Well, she told me that she had met with the people that were forming the New California, the Northern California, and she met with the new senator over there yesterday, and she met a guy that has Trump's ear, that knows Mr. Trump personally and is friends with Mr. Trump, and she's going to be trying to reach that person, have more meetings with that person. She already, in other words, I didn't even know California was getting ready to split in half. According to these people, they want to divide the whole state into two halves.
Well, Texas wants to succeed too. I mean, I think that's been going on for quite a while. What about this Denise letter that says, John told me last night they are turning you loose, so when you get out, what is it? Are you getting out? I mean, is there like for sure? I mean, what's all that about? I got your whole letter, by the way.
Her husband or boyfriend is the director of the FBI in Iowa.
Oh, wow. Man, I hope it's true that you get out.
The guy has her phone number, and I got her phone number if you really want to talk to her. Yeah, she's real.
Okay. Man, I hope to God you get out of there.
I wasn't packing my bags, but it sounded really good.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
I sent an email to you and to Bill just now. I want everybody to know, anybody that helps support me in this, because I think I might be getting out soon, hopefully, and anybody does like Bill has done and reached forward to help, and that lovely lady up there in Texas, I really, really, really want to do something for these people.
Amen.
To show how much I appreciate what they've done. I really appreciate them supporting your cause and your movement. You know.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And that's very honorable, and I appreciate that. Let me ask you this: I got your appeal. It's very long and had appendixes and stuff like that. I put all of that on your webpage. Do you want that? You wanted that to go public, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I just wanted you to have it because I wanted you to see what's been filed. So right now the Ninth Circuit's stalling, and the Sixth Circuit threw us out, and now we've appealed that, and now we're in the appellate court. I sent you that brief, too.
Do you think what you sent me in this envelope will be good for other people that are trying to use DiMaia to get out of prison?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right.
That's why I sent it to you.
Okay, very good.
Old Bob's pretty good at wording things.
Okay. When's he getting out? What's his release date? When's his release date?
Well, we don't know. It's just that was something I was going to ask you, if you could look at that last filing there and see what it says, because he believes that last filing is ordering his release.
Well, BOP.gov has a release date for every prisoner. You don't happen to have his number memorized, do you?
No, but
Okay.
I had you send me his docket sheet. Remember the docket sheet?
I remember. Yeah, but I'd have to find it and it'd take a little bit of time.
The last entry in there talks about the warden meeting with somebody. We haven't seen what that says.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
But he has one. He's defaulted them 3 times.
Man, I hope he gets out, and I hope you get out.
Well, I'm trying. Anyway, that's what she was doing. Sounded really interesting. She's really working hard here.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with her and her letter.
So we got lots to get done. We really do. Chan finished his batch of copper water for China, by the way.
America's going to miss out, ain't they? America's going to totally miss out.
Yeah. Guy's about ready to launch his deal with the copper.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, it's good hearing your voice.
Yes, good to hear your voice. I just found Bobby Pullen, but I'll have to look up the civil case. I'll look it up and send you an email.
I will go ahead and put this on let everybody hear our conversation.
I will.
I appreciate it.
Well,
and
I know you're an expert at this common law stuff.
Tell Clive and I'm the foremost expert in the world, but I'll call him on the 16th or sooner if he puts $10 on the 800 number I sent you.
He does remember you. He is listening to you, but he's got his hands full. David? He's gone.